Hey, welcome back. In this episode, we're going to talk about Wanderlei the Axe Murderer Silva and his second fight with Quinton Rampage Jackson. This fight ended with one of the most brutal knockouts in the sport's history, with Jackson hanging almost halfway outside the ring at the end. When we asked Wanderlei about it for our documentary on him, I wanted to get his mindset in that moment. What was he thinking about when he first saw him on the ropes? Because it was such a shocking, jarring moment for everyone. His answer was pretty interesting, and it kind of surprised me. Here he is talking about it. How did it feel after you knocked him out and you saw him there on the ropes?
Yeah, this is a good question because when I have this movement, it be like a martial art, like you paint something, you make a sculpture, and somebody can watch it just like 1,000 years from right now and say, hey, this is good, this is a martial arts, and make one movement like that. At me, when I hit him on the face, I feel something in my knee, and when I look at him on the ropes, and all the blood go out, and the public, I scream very loud. And that moment for me, I think, in one of the best moments of my career, because this be a plastic, and I think this is my best knockout ever.
Yeah, it is just incredible. There was a moment right after you knocked him out. You looked at him and you kind of like celebrated. Then you ran and jumped up on the rope and you flexed and you yelled something in Portuguese. Do you remember what you yelled?
Yeah, see, like a caralho. Caralho is a dick. Oh shit! I can't believe like that. Oh yeah. That's something we usually say over here.
We also interviewed Jerry Millen for the documentary, who was a vice president at Pride at the time. He was there for this fight, and he gave some pretty graphic details of what he saw.
I was sitting ringside at the Quinton Jackson fight with Wanderlei hitting with those knees and sent Quinton to the ropes right in front of me. Blood just flew out of Quinton's face.
Well, there you have it. It was brutal and bloody and awesome. I love Quinton Jackson, but it was an awesome knockout. If you want to hear the entire documentary on Wanderlei Silva, where he talks about his fights, his career, his family, who he is as a person, his childhood, which is really interesting. You also hear other interviews on there with Randy Couture, Rich Franklin, Chris Leben, Tito Ortiz, Rafael Cordeiro, who shares a lot of great information. We interviewed about 15 people for it or so. But if you want to hear the documentary, you can find it on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, or any major podcast app. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook at MMA True Fan. I hope you enjoyed the video, hope you enjoyed the podcast and the documentaries, and hope to see you next time. Thanks again.